in the Talmud, which describes the miracle of the oil in the temple. And according to the Talmud, when Judas Maccabeus entered the temple, he found only a small jar of oil that had not been defiled by Antiochus when they had the battle. The jar contained only enough oil to burn for 1 day, but miraculously, the oil burned for 8 days until new consecrated oil could be found. And so this established the precedent that the festival should last 8 days. And there's more. The most important of all of the Hanukkah traditions is the lighting of the menorah each evening, known as the Hanukkah lamp. The menorah, let me turn it on. I don't know if you can see this. I thought this was a cute little menorah. Anyway, the menorah recalls the temple lampstand and is simple, or it's either a very simple or an elaborate candelabra with 8 branches plus a holder for the shamash, which is called the servant candle. That's used to light the other candles. 1 candle is lit on the first evening, and then an additional candle is lit each subsequent evening until all 8 candles are burning on the last evening. Olive oil was traditionally used for lighting the menorah, but it was replaced by candles, which are inserted into the menorah incrementally each night from right to left, and then they're lit from left to right. A blessing is also offered while the candles are lit each night. And the menorah was originally set outside each home, but it was brought inside in ancient times to guard against the offending neighbors. The Hanukkah observance is also characterized by reading scriptures, recitation of some of the Psalms, almsgiving, and singing of a special hymn, which I haven't found out what that special hymn is yet. The liturgy also includes something called Hallel, which are public readings from the Torah and other prayers. And the scroll of Antiochus, an early medieval account of Hanukkah, is also read in some synagogues and homes. It really depends. Along with other daily prayers, and thanks are offered to God to giving the strong into the hands of the weak and the evil into the hands of good. The word Hanukkah in Hebrew also means education, and rabbis and Jewish educators try to instill in their congregants and students the notion that the holiday celebrates Jewish strengths, perseverance, and continuity. I have a number of friends that are Jewish, and lately they've been putting on Facebook and other things about Happy Hanukkah, wishing you all hope and light. And I thought, well, that's interesting, hope and light, because when I think of hope and light, I think of the light of Jesus. Jesus is, for me, the light of the world. You know, he's everything. He washes our blood, washes our sin with the blood of his holy death. And I think to myself that, you know, I think Hanukkah is really interesting and it's nice and everything, but when they wish, you know, hope and light, the first thing that comes to my mind is, of course, is Jesus, is the light of the world. So anyway, there's a number of customs that they do. One of the things that they do that I thought was interesting, you know, along with meals and songs and games, they eat a lot of fried food at Hanukkah as kind of a commemoration of the oil that was in the lamps. So the oil is used to, you know, they use oil to fry the food. So I thought that was kind of interesting, a lot of fried food. I'm thinking we don't do anything like that, maybe, except for empanaditas, which are sometimes fried or baked. But anyway, I hope you got a little bit out of this story. I hope you enjoy this little Hanukkah, I don't see, can you see it blinking? Yeah, and then it does this, and then it does that, left to right. Yeah. Anyway. All right. I think it's time for us to split up into our Sabbath school classes. And who's got Sabbath school today? Perla does?